I just replaced this bottom step right here on a set of stone steps. I'm going to show you how I did it. Today's job, we're going to fix a step. And we're going to look at this step right here. You can see it broke away here. When we get down in here, it's cracked underneath. Also, there's a crack right in the stone going here. So already I know that stone ain't going to come off in one piece, so I went and bought a new one. Also, I want you to see how bad. This is about 25 years ago, put this stone in, but you can see how it just deteriorates from the salt and the winters. Looks like what happened here is just because the railings are bent, somebody hit it. Could have been with a plow, it could have been with anything, but that's what's wrong. Somebody hit it. We're going to replace that stone. Now I'm going to try to get it off. Got some crowbars under there. Get it off if I can. Break it loose. Howdy. Good. Try all this stuff out of the way. Get a chisel. Here's the stone I took off just to get this off of here. See, I knew that was going to crack. Now we're looking at this step, and these stones right here were 4 inches thick. In here was actually cinder block, and you go back into the 60s and the 70s, even up into the 80s, they were still using cinder block. They weren't even making concrete block. And what happened is, when they hit this, it cracked, the water got in the cinder blocks and it rotted them away. It froze in the winter. So as the winter kind of broke up, you could still see the outline of the cinder block here. So we're not going to make a big deal out of it. Not going to rip everything down to the footer. We're just going to put the stone back, fix it, that's it. So that's it. I'm all done. I cleaned it up real good. Just like a dentist, just get the bad stuff out. Now we're looking at these stones and they're faced. So we're going to go and we're going to have to face the new stone. I have the stone here, the back of my truck, and I got to face it. So I'm going to go back about that far. Where I know it's going to be. I have to face it because the other stone's faced. First I go this way, then get over here and I go this way, and then I follow my line up. And I turn it around to the other side. The same thing. Go this way. Go in this way. Face it. Now I got my nephew here mixing the cement. 2 sand to 1 Portland, that's what I'm mixing. And Uncle Michael's going to pay him $2 whole an hour.
Thank you, Uncle Michael.
Now I mixed my cement at the house because I didn't want to make a big mess here. When I get a big hole like that, I just fill it in with some big pieces, it's little pieces of stone. That's all. Now we're just going to take the cement and butter the stone up. I got it. Doing these steps, 7 3/4, 7 3/4, 7 3/4. That's the way you got to do it. This level lines them right up. That's how you know that you're out far enough, like that. And then you want to put your level on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a quarter of a bubble. Same thing, quarter of a bubble. So that's the steps. Now we're just going to fill them in. Now when you're filling in down here, don't be afraid to use a rubber glove and shove it up in there. And if you have a little hole like that, get the rubber glove and shove it in there like that. You can get a paintbrush if you want and just get the joints out. We get a sponge and some water, we wring it out. Just go over the stones like this, you get all the cement off the stones. Just like that. See that? Makes it look like we weren't even here. Same thing with the top of the stone. Just run it over with your fingers. Get your sponge. Another little trick when you're doing a limestone, this is from where they were packaging it. Just get a little sandpaper. That'll brighten down. Little trick if you ever get it any on the blacktop, you let it dry for a while, you get a steel brush and it comes right off. Same thing with shingles, instead of using a sponge. That's the finished product right there. I finished fixing that stone step.